Hey guys, welcome back to Survival Records. Echelons. As opposed to the little side project I've done, Survival Records, Hunting the Unknown. Oh, I don't know. It seemed fun at the time to do it, so I did it. Anyway, I still have some things going on over there, but you know what? I'm not giving up on episode 29. I think this is 29 of the Echelons series. And yeah. So, something that I noticed the other day when I was taking a look at cleaning up some grids. Let's pull up spectator cam. Okay, here we go. I looked at an assert ship. Now, I had not expected this, but this assert vehicle, aha, there it is. Those are tier 4 thrusters. Tier 5 thrusters, maybe? Apparently, the assert ships, or maybe any ship that gets spawned in, could have its thrusters swapped out, or maybe other parts of it swapped out. And it's not just the LWTS ships that have things. Upgrade. Oop, that's too fast. There we go. Yeah, see, like that there's a tier 2 thruster. With some other tier 2 stuff. So, yeah. I guess my point is I could maybe go and harass some assert vehicles. But I also now am considering adding other mods to what's going on here, because if assert is spawning in with up-tiered pieces, well then, I mean, maybe Parallax would as well. Maybe those other faction mods that are available for the MES system. But anyway, let's get started with today's episode. And well, what I'm going to do in today's episode, I think, is work on the welding repair platform that's going to be situated out here. I think I'm going to build it so that this arm kind of sticks over the top of it, or slides underneath it, so everything's going to be this level or lower. And I haven't really figured it out all the way, but effectively what I want to have happen is you fly your ship in, right, and then you land and lock to maybe a landing grid on the bottom. Maybe you use your own landing gear to lock to the bottom. And then once you've locked, you can activate a button or something to press the button. Maybe it'll be sensor driven. And it will fold big old, like, wing gull style armatures over the top of your ship. And then sort of insert downward towards it welders on pistons, so that the welders get pushed right up against the skin of your ship, and anything that can be repaired will get repaired. So yeah, let's start laying that out. Okay, so that's a lot of welders, and I am not planning on using all that much, but I figure I'll go in here and start taking out the ones that are every other. Yeah. Oh, man, that's so much nicer not having it be so loud. Alright, and then I can go ahead and put in between them, probably around probably. Why would that not fit there? Oh, because these are fed from that side. Right, right. Huh. Well, they're all fed from underneath. That could be an easier way to do it. Or I have a line feeding all of the ends over here. Like that. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and just secure it to the rest of the grid right like that quick. And then here, I'll put in one of these. And then, nope, like that. And just have this line go all the way down, feeding everything on that side. I need more stuff. Alright, well, let me keep at it. Wow, okay. I'm glad that I decided to check that. Dang, I don't need this. I don't need to have a whole huge field like this. Not with the amount of... Wow, okay. Totally redesigning my plan now. That's huge. That's a huge amount of... Oh man, what if... Okay, now I'm thinking something that I can just, like, fly through? And it welds things up as I fly through it. That'd be neat. I mean, because I'm obviously going to be mobile with the vehicles that I'm repairing. Oh, look at that. I still have to fix those bits.
Energy critical.
Yeah. Okay. So instead of all of this, I'm gonna go ahead and make it a... Oh, I've got an idea now. Okay, I'll bring you back when I've got it worked out. Alright, so here we've got 2 arms of conveyor sticking out to this location here. And now imagine this. The block right here, attached to the grid, has a sensor on it. And that sensor has a narrow range, goes just beyond this thing, and senses up to maybe like halfway. The middle of the thing, right about where the block is sitting right there, right? So senses up to here, and it senses if there's a grid. And when it detects a grid, it says to start a timer block. Now, when it stops detecting that grid, it tells to stop the timer block. So that way you can pull through here and fly through here and not worry about triggering it all the time, right? But then, once it, once you have sat still here for a second, and it counts down, and then that timer block goes off, it starts telling big old arms on here that go up and down so that you have 4 pistons pushing in from like 4 different directions, maybe even have 6 of them. So you got pistons coming in from the sides, pistons go in from the bottom, pistons come in from the top. And those pistons each have a welder attached to the end of the piston, but also they have a sensor block. And that sensor has a very narrow range just beyond where the welder tip is. And when that sensor detects a grid, it stops the welder. It stops the piston. Oh, actually, what it could do is it reverses the piston so that it goes in, detects a grid, comes back out until it no longer in and out, and then that's how it would go in and out. And then if it... Once you pull off of this, it retracts all of those pistons all the way. Oh, I like it. I like it. I think that that'd work. There might be some problems with how, like if it's extending and then retracting there. So everything with this sensor here would have to be based off of a delay. I think it'll work. I think it'll work really well. Let's get building it and welding it. Oh man, that's so satisfying. Snag cat while I'm at it. Alright, this is coming along. These two arms may not have necessarily needed to have pistons on them, but piston worked, and I can adjust things later on. And all I have to do is reverse it, and it folds back down out of the way. That's what I want to have. I want to have everything on here where I can just reverse and reverse. And then these are going to have... So like this block here represents the center where your ship is going to be parked, right? And here we've got... Let's crank this speed up to... -3. Okay. And now... reverse. Goes in. Okay, I think that works. Let's reverse it again. Let's call this first piston T1. Because I'm going to try out some other things here. 7. You want a welder, and obviously these are going to be the up-tiered welders, but I just want to be able to place the block easily. So there's the welder. And where's the sensor block? I probably had it on here somewhere. Oh. Oh, it's in a group that I don't remember. Ah, okay. Alright, let's see what happens if we just put the sensor right there. Uh-oh. I don't know what's the delay with this. Let's... I need some computers and some other bits. Okay. Now, setup actions. T1. Oh, it's T exclamation point, apparently. All right, let's reverse, and then again, We can't tell it to do the same thing when it doesn't. Okay, let's try that. Retract. Okay, well, retract. And then extend. Okay. Detect players off. Okay, well, it didn't detect me. Alright, let's show this on the HUD. Let's see sensor range. Yeah, sensor range. Alright. Left extent. We want top extent to get out like 5 meters, 6 meters. A little less than that. Maybe a little bit more than that. Let's call it 5. Okay. And now we want it to detect small ships, large ships, and stations. I want the back extent to be 2.5. And it's not detecting that grid because it is a subgrid of this own grid. Okay, so oh my goodness, it's actually going to work. Okay. I think. Maybe. And then let's say it leaves. Alright. So this is going to start back like this. Well, it's actually going to start down on the ground. You fly in and you place yourself here. Right, and you are a ship that is setting off the sensor. And this thing's been turned on and is now coming up to go weld you up, because this was set to reverse. Oh, that's perfect. That's like exactly what I wanted it to be. And then you decide you're finished being welded up. Oh, that's great. You can, like, move in and change where you are. Oh, and then everything's there. But now that you have left where this sensor is, because that sensor is going to come up here and not detect subgrids, and you're going to fly away, and then the timer's going to go off, and it's going to say, oh, okay, everything's done, stow the system again, which will reverse this, and reverse this. Which just beautifully puts it away. All right, I gotta make that at least 2 more times, I think. I think on this upper section, they're going to be higher. Maybe I'll just have to extend that piston out some to get it up. Oh, this is great. Okay, that's pretty perfect. Now I just got to set up all of those hinges, maybe not all of them, but like that one, that one, that one, and then the same, all on a button so that I can hit reverse on all of them. Okay, let's see how well this works. Obviously, I need to speed up the hinges. Alright, so let's pull up the welding arms group. No, that's... Okay, so WA. And here are the hinges for the welding arms. They should all have a velocity of 2 right now, -2. So let's go with -5. Alright, well, let me figure this out and I'll come back. So I am coming to the realization that I need to angle the hinges first, then extend the pistons. So let's do this. Come on. Because, like, even... I guess alternatively I could just have the pistons move a lot more slowly. But... there's this. Okay. All this, the jumping, the jiggling, I gotta... Yeah, like, geez, this thing is actually gonna break. Okay, here... I don't know why sharing inertial tensor causes it to drop like that. What if I give it some braking torque? This is weird behavior. Well, braking torque seemed to help. Maybe I just give everything some braking torque. It might also just be a visual thing. Well, I've got some playing around to do. I'm going to put the proper welders on there. Wait, that doesn't look right. That's not as far up as this was. 9.84. Why is it not? Okay. Oh god, I really don't like all this wiggly. Let's it suddenly stopped. Ah, okay. I'm haunted. Let me shut let me shut it off and then maybe figure out what the heck's going on. Okay, I think I have some of it figured out. I have the hinges, and the hinges alone set up to... Oh wait, they're not locked right. Okay, first I have to go to welding arm hinges and lock them. Now I can press the button, which unlocks them, rotates them into place, and then 10 seconds later locks them again. Okay, and then press the button again, it unlocks them, reverses them, okay. Let's try this again. Getting them down into position. Alright, now let's put the actual welders on there, the proper ones, the real ones, because I think it's working the way it should be now. Alright. I am realizing that I would definitely want to have better thrust capabilities on the welder here. I mean, the slow and steady thing is okay, but when I drift slightly into a wall and everything on the welder starts smoking, well, that would be a violation of the regulations. That's not. This is the regulations violator, not the regulations violation. Anyway, I have that line to weld up, and then that line and that line to weld up, so let me get to that as well. But I'm going to put the sensors on and see if I can get it to work just as is first. Okay, here's the next test. Let's see what happens. We want to take our pistons for these guys. Let's call these the welding arm pistons. And save that and reverse them. Oh, well, that one didn't work. I think I need to set up the actions on this one. So this is the top left. Yeah. No, wait, upper left. Right, there we go. And retract, and then extend. And now that I will have left the sensor field of that sensor, which I've yet to put in there, it will then just tell them to retract, like this. All right, I think this is coming together. All right, let's give it a go. Now I should have to sit here for 20 seconds in order for it to know that I actually want it to turn on. So I didn't start counting, but 20 seconds should be sometime soon. Oh, there we go. And then they locked, and then 10 seconds later, oh, it's working. Oh, look, they're all welding me. Ha 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 ha, this is great. Okay, now, did I set up the one to leave properly? I don't think I did. Okay, let me get that going. Well, guys, check this out. You know, I might be coming back from, you know, using the Espelta with some kind of damage done to her. Well, I can just fly in here, and, oh, what's this? There's a spot where I can sit and maybe start getting my ship repaired. And yeah, I am in fact intentionally letting it go for 20 seconds. Okay. Oh, there we go. And then the lock. Oh, and then I'm getting some welding done already. Gonna pull back a little bit just in case. Oh, wait. Oh, dang it. It's not working yet. Okay. I think I figured it out. I think it was that I had one of the timer blocks on when it should have been off to begin with. And I will explain it all and how it all works after I test it again. Because I want it to work. Okay. Pull in. And then the 20 seconds. Oh, here we go. Come on. There's those. I heard the welders turn on. And I can slowly work my way through. And they automatically retract as I get closer. This is doing well. What? Why am I... Oh, I have no water. Goodness. There.
Low health.
Oh, and now I'm dying.
Health low.
There. That's... Okay. All the silly things. Alright, I'm still working. I want to close the ramp. Let's close the ramp. Actually, look at that. I'm healing things up, fixing things up. Oh, bumping a little bit. Gotta go slow. Lots of things going on. I'm actually welding things in the back there. That's nice to know. look at that. I'm all the way out. Now let's reverse. It's gonna bang on the what's it called? The turrets, because the turrets have a weird hitbox. Okay, now let's see what happens if I pull out. They immediately retract. That's good. And they fold away. Alright. Now, I think it will work like this as well. Oh, I'm just flying through? Didn't mean to. Don't need to start this up on my account. And I think it's staying up there. Oh my god, okay, this took me too long to figure out how to make this work. But good, finally did. And, I mean, I am super thrilled with it. Heck, now I'm, like, confident I can maybe go chase after something, do some legitimate salvage, piracy, that sort of thing. Oh, man, okay, geez, let me get my thoughts together and make this, put a button on this one. There, and that. But, you know what this definitely needs are some, spinny lights, like that. Get the area lit up a little better. Well, guys, I figured one last demonstration would be nice and in order. And I say one last because I'm gonna end the episode tonight for today's episode. 28th episode, I'm pretty confident. I might have said 29th earlier when I started recording. But anyway, I do hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Survival Records. I hope you liked the episode. I hope you'll subscribe if you want to come and see some more. And until next time, thanks for watching.